Okay, we're going live. Now we're going to be masking off this shampoo shelf. Okay, I've got to do this custom painting, which is going to require some custom taping off and make sure we don't get the paint on anything we don't want it to get on. So there's several techniques. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is we're going to take a measurement. This isn't necessarily required or needed, but for those of you that just really want to make sure, we're going to take this, we're going to take a measurement, okay? So we want to measure how wide is this, okay? So we come across here, and this is approximately, okay, 14 inches, all right? So what's half of 14? 7. Okay, so I'm going to come over here 7 inches and I'm going to mark it. All right. I like using, this is an orange, but I got this red marker, which is great. All right. So I'm going to measure over here. To 7. All right, 7 is located right here. Okay, so I'm going to mark 7. Okay, then I'm going to come over here where 7 was. I'm going to mark it. Okay. When we can see that, the lighting isn't that great. Anyways, I can see that. That's at 7. So then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm taking this could be paper. Usually it is paper, but I had plastic. So I'm taking my plastic and I'm folding it in half. Now my plastic is greater than 14 inches. Okay, I've got a lot more than I need. But I'm going to fold it in half. Okay, then here in the fold, I'm going to mark it. All right. So now that I have it marked, okay, you can see right here, you can see the red. Now that's in the center. So I'm going to line up this mark with this red mark. I have, oh wow, you're not able to really, there it is. You can see the red mark. I'll point it out right here. Okay, so I'm going to line up the red mark. Hey, Billy B. So I know I'm right in the center. All right, that's the first thing I'm going to do. Okay, this is going to require 2 hands. So I've got to put this on my tripod so you can see what I'm doing. So bear with me here. Got to get this set up. Okay. Glad you're here, Billy B. Thank you for being here. All right. Yeah, I got to get this adjusted a tad bit. Well, shoot. 1 second. This might be too much. Let's find out. Oh, no, that's perfect. Okay, Billy. We're going to custom wrap this. Okay. So now the next thing, I'm going to take this tape. Okay. And because I've got it marked on the wall, I need to mark it up here on the top and the bottom of this so I can see it. All right, now I can see right underneath there. So I'm going to cover up that pencil line, that mark I have on the wall. Now this piece of tape here reassures that I don't get any paint on this wall, okay? You get it right up tight against the bottom of this. You got to work it a little bit. Make sure it's right where you want it. You bring it in line. Just kind of tap it down. Okay. Now, you won't have any paint on that wall. This is right up against the bottom of it. So now we're protected there. Then I take this. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, there you go. Now we can see a little better. Get this turned. All right. Now, can we see the red? You really can't see the red. Anyways, all right, I'm going to line up this red with the red I have here. Right now we're in the center. All right. Now I'm going to take this. I'm going to mark this at this edge here. This marked. It doesn't really want to mark there. This isn't really marking. I need a felt tip marker. Felt tip would work really well. All right, but I'm having to scribe a line in the plastic here. And if I was using paper, it'd be perfect. All right. So, and then I'm going to do the same over here on this outer edge. All right. Okay. Now, I want to come up past this over here. All right. So what I'm going to do, now that I have these edges marked, I'm going to come up here. I went about 4 or 5 inches of coverage above up here on the wall. All right. So that means I've got a mark here. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to snip this here at that height, right at the bottom of this, okay? All right, I got that snipped. So now I know my height. All right. Let's bring this back to center. Okay. Now I'm just going to snip this over here. That'll work right there. Okay. Then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to snip there. Now these are marked. Normally this is done with paper. Okay, now I have. Hey, Nathan likes drums. How we doing, bro? All right, now, so I snipped it right here. Okay. So that's the height. So we're going to fold this over at that point. Now that is just about equal all the way across here. All right. So now I'm going to hold it, and where I snip this, I'm going to cut this all the way back to the fold. Right there. All right. Now I'm going to do the same over here. Let me make sure this is all okay. That's equal there. All right. Now, so here's the point where I snipped it. All right. I'm going to cut this all the way back to the fold. All right. Now, I'm going to take this, see, and now I'm going to bring this up right underneath, okay? Now I'm going to take this edge over here. All right, bear with me. I get this set up. Okay, now this is right here where I want that. Okay, now I'm going to take another piece. I'm going to bring this here. I'm going to get this right up to the top of that. All right. And now, so we're good. All right. Now, normally you'd use paper. This is plastic. You can use plastic. And now what's real critical on this is that I get this taped off really well right here on this edge. Bye, guys. Hope all have. Thank you. You two have a blessed day. God bless. All right. Now, so you want to make sure that you get this taped really well at this point. Okay. Right here. All right. We don't want anything touching this edge. All right. So we kind of have that cut around it now. It's nice and tight. See, this tape makes this a whole lot smoother. You just fill in with your tape. All right. And this is going to fit in here. See? That's going to fit right in there perfectly. Okay. Thanks for being here. I hope this is helpful. All right, we are custom masking. When I get done painting this, this is going to look really nice, and it's worth your time. This reassures your paint only goes exactly where you want it. Okay, so I call this gift wrapping. I call it gift wrapping. Let me see if I can zoom in a little more. Yeah, it's a little too much. Life with a King. Well, thanks for being here. Hope this is helpful. All right. Now I've got to come up here because we don't want anything, any paint. You don't have to try to remove paint from this little spot right here. So you really got to be careful. I do have, if you need a straight line, a perfectly straight line, take scissors and cut your tape with scissors. If it's that critical. Okay. I do have scissors if I need to cut a perfect straight line. All right. Now, I actually should have brought this down a little more so I could put some tape here on the wall. So we're going to pull this down a little bit. Okay. And then we're going to take a little piece of tape just to kind of hold it in place. All right. So I'm going to take a little piece. All right. And we're going to get it taped to the wall underneath here. Here. And that's going to hold that in that spot. All right. Then I'm going to come over here and do it again. Okay. Take a little piece and get that right up in there. Okay. And then again, the same thing, but I should have left a gap here. I should have left a little, about a ½ inch gap below, quarter of an inch gap below. Okay. Now, the next thing is, now that we have that held in place, we take a strip out here, okay, make it longer. and get this right up against the bottom of this shelf that we'll be painting. Okay. And now just take your finger, run it here, right up against the top of that, underneath that bottom of that shelf. Now that's completely sealed off, and we're good. Okay. Get the little piece of tape pushed back there out of the way because that will interfere when we're done. Okay. Okay, that's good. Now, for the other side. Now we're going to come around here. On this other side, I'm going to do the same. All right. Going to take this. I call this gift wrapping. It's like if you're wrapping a gift. Very similar. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, we have that just about covered. This takes quite a bit of tape. That's why you want to use papers as much as possible. But except for you doing these custom type painting jobs, this is just how you have to do it, unfortunately. It is what it is. All right. Now we want to get this glass all masked off, taped off here. That's going to take quite a bit of tape. Okay. So we got to get this glass all masked. It's really the best way to do it. It saves you a lot of hassle and problems later. Okay. Okay, looking good. All right, we'll take this and we'll put this right at this bottom edge. You tack this one edge over here. All right, then you raise this edge because you just pin it at the corner where you can freely move this where you want it, okay? You just kind of tack it. Get it set up where you want it. All right, so now you're controlling where you want it to be. And bam, there it is. All right. Sometimes you got to kind of push it down and then push it down and then push it down. You just kind of work it, then you come across and you seal it. Okay. That application, I didn't have to do that. Okay. Let's bring this around this corner. All right, we're going to bring it around that corner. We're going to bring it around. All right, now, I don't like this edge. That's all at an angle. I want it straight, so I'm just going to take my scissors and give it a straight cut. All right. So again, we're just going to work. We're going to wrap the corner. We're going to go around it, but we're just going to work on this area right here. Get this lined up at the bottom edge. Right there. There. Okay. Now this may fall in place, and if not, we'll just work with it. Okay, this is all glass over here on this other side. This end is glass. So this isn't so critical as an end result here. Okay, but I do need a piece underneath. All right. It needs to go along this bottom edge here. So make the piece a little longer than you want. Okay, so it can wrap the corner and go into the wall. And this other end you also want covered here. All right, so we got this here. Tack it on this one corner, all right? That way you can spin it and manipulate this tape and make adjustments so it goes right where you want. And then you kind of tap it, tack it in place. Okay, and you just push it, get it stuck on there. All right, now we've rubbed it in. It's right where I want it. We will be painting this sooner than you think. All right, again, this edge, I mean, this just to show you, this could be like this, all right? You've got this little tail here. It doesn't matter because we're going to stick it to the wall, all right? So we're going to come over here. Okay, bring this past. Get this set up where we want it down here at this bottom. Tack it in that corner. And you can adjust up and down here, get it right where you want it. Tack it, okay? Okay, you're good. There we are. Okay, I will show you this end product before I'm done. And thanks for being here. Thank you, Nathan, for being here. If you haven't joined Nathan's community, he's got a variety of Christian music and old school music, I call it. Old school rock music, classic rock, drum covers. And join his channel. Become, let's make friends. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's looking pretty nicely gift wrapped there. Now, the next part of this is we don't want any paint here on the shelf. All right, we don't want any paint on this glass. But I do want a straight edge, okay? So I'm just going to take my scissors here. I'm going to cut a straight edge on this because I want to come out here to this edge of this glass trim, okay? So again, I'm just barely got this held in place here at the corner so I can adjust this right to where I want it here. All right. Now that I got that on that edge, okay, even if I have to use 2 pieces of tape, but I shouldn't have to, okay? But if I do, that's fine. Okay, it's looking pretty good. I'm not wrapping this corner, all right, so I'm cutting it a little bit longer. Now I can use my scissors or I can use my drywall knife. Now, my drywall knife this blade is dull. This Husky blade has a special feature on it. I don't know if you can see the button, it's kind of covered, but it's right here. If I push in on this button, this blade, now it's not going to work. All right, if I push on this button, this blade comes out, okay? Here's the blade. Now watch this. I pull it back, I push it forward, and bam, brand new blade, just like magic. How cool is that feature? All right, one more thing, I'll show you how that works. Right here, there's the cartridge for the blade. So the blade just goes in here, like this. All right, now I'm gonna put a little pressure on this. Okay, I've got to disengage. Anyway, this has pressure on it. Okay, so you push this in, you pull this out. All right, now I'm going to open this up so you can see this work. I'm going to put a little pressure with my finger on the blade. I'm going to pull this back, if it will let me. Is that, are you serious? It's not going to let me do it? Ha! It's got this built-in feature, won't let me do it. Anyways, you get the point. This is a sharp blade. I need a real sharp blade, okay? So I'm putting that in. There's nothing in there. Now I got to pull this back, bring it forward, and there's a new blade. How cool is that? All right. Now I'm going to take this. I'm just going to cut this off right here at this edge. That way I get a nice straight edge. Now I can roll this over the top. Okay, when I'm done here, I will pick up the camera and I'll show you a close-up on this. Okay. Now I'm going to come along here. We want tape everywhere you don't want your paint. You only want exposed what you're going to be painting. Okay. So that's why I call this gift wrapping. Got to gift wrap the shower shelf. All right. But I'm going to paint on there, so I'm going to cut this little excess piece of tape off. I just stuck to it. Okay. Because you don't want any tape where you want it painted. Okay. All right. And this edge, remember, gives you, the outer edge gives you a straight edge. All right. So I'm going to put this here rather than try to cut it straight. I've got a factory straight edge right there built in. So you can do that where necessary. Okay, I used to paint. I used to be a house painter. Then I changed to trim finish, trim carpentry. Started out framing, construction, new homes. All right, get this a little better over here. Now, for the top, just in case a little overspray, we don't want any mistakes. We don't want paint in the grout. Okay. I need a GoPro. Just put it on my chest and you can see everything. All right. Get this cut off. Well, I could leave it, but I don't want to leave it. Okay, gift wrap that. Make it beautiful. Okay. Now again, most of the time you'd be using masking paper for this. Painting paper. I just happen to have some plastic, so I'm using it. That's why I'm using plastic. It's what I had. Newspaper will work. You know, you just need to cover it with something. But for this kind of a thing, tape is really the best way to go. You don't have to try to fold it and crease it and play with it, and you don't have to deal with any of that. Okay, now I'm just going to use this as a little shield. Okay, I'm going to create a little wall here, just in case there's overspray. All right, that saves me from having to take that off back there. Okay, so now am I ready? I think I'm ready. Well, just about ready. All right, now this is gonna require me to cut a nice straight edge. So I'm cutting a nice straight edge here. All right, because I'm gonna go down to the shelf so I can cover this pencil trim edge just so I don't have to scrape paint off of it later. Okay, that ensures everything's a nice tight fit. Now I got a nice straight edge I don't need, but now some people might want to take the time of using their scissors and make every cut with scissors and make sure everything's nice and straight. You can, you don't have to. It's really, in most cases, you're wasting extra time. But that's up to you. All right, now I think I'm good. So I'm getting ready to show you here. All right, we're going to get an up close and personal look. Okay, let me turn this, whoa, on my magnified. Sorry about the face shot. Okay, Nathan. Thank you, buddy. I'm getting ready to show this gift wrap. I'm going to turn it around. Okay. So we're going to put paint here, here, on this edge. Okay, over here. And you see, this is glass. All right, so we're going to get this edge and the bottom, see? And this is why I'm mainly, see the bottom of that. I reversed this tile. Okay. Now, I'm also using, this has got, if you can see, there's texture. It's a dark gray texture. All right, and that's going to help to cover. And when I get through painting this, it's going to look nice. Now, they probably use this for models, for painting models. Back of trucks, beds in the model truck, you know, or whatever. But this will work. I'm going to shake this up. Then after I spray this and it dries, I'm going to cover it with polyurethane. Pick this up at Hobby Lobby's. Okay. But it's a moss green. It looks gray almost. Texture paint. $6-7 for this little can. Okay. All right. So all right, now I'm going to paint this. Okay. You see over here, now this little piece. That is a, can you guess what that's for? What is that notch for? Let me show you what that notch is for. How cool is that? It's a razor holder. And I just used my grinder with my diamond blade to cut these notches in there. I'll show you a good look. Okay, I just kind of cut it at an outward angle slightly, which fits. that right there. Okay. Bam. Okay, we'll see you in the live stream, Nathan. For sure. I still have to get a hold of Tanya, ACJS. All right, so now let's take a look at how this texture is going to go. We're going to test it under here. All right. Okay. There's the first little coat. That's why you want this extra plastic out here on the wall. It comes clear out here. Okay, so we're, by the ways, we're like good 10 inches. All right. So let's all right. So it's like this is going to take a few coats. All right. So we're going to have to let that dry and give you an update on this. All right. Okay. I think a couple more coats, we're going to be doing good. We'll be fine. All right, who do we have with us? Okay, there's the bottom. It's looking better, but it's going to take a few more coats for sure. All right. This is a custom shampoo shelf. You won't see any like this unless somebody's seen the video and went, hey, I'm making one like that. I like how that looks. Because normally the face is too narrow. You got this little bitty narrow face on it. And to me, it just looks too small. So I created this real nice, cool looking face on it. And then I used glass tile. It worked out really well. So I'm really happy with how this has turned out. Pretty jazzed, actually. Wipe this off. Whoa. Okay. Get this wiped out. Lacquer thinner. Lacquer thinner removes that with no problem. Lacquer thinner is your friend when it comes to removing paint. Okay. Stain, paint. It'll be a person here in the live. Who's here? Oh, somebody. Well, thanks for being here. All right. While we're waiting, we can kind of do an overview. There's the shower, the ceiling. Okay. That will get a handheld there. Okay, I have plastic on the floor. Here's my shower seat. I did a video on bullnosing your square edge. And I showed how to bullnose and round over your edge so you get this nice finish look. Okay. I did the same thing here on this edge. And this is all on my video. That's now down in the video. This was a sharp corner. And again, with my grinder, to my diamond blade, my 4-inch blade, 5-inch blade, you see how I do this. And it wraps all the way around, as you see. Okay. This edge is rounded, and I show you how I did this. I can do another one where I put it on a vise. Okay. Then I still have this over here where I made these little custom pieces. All right. And how I made those, as I took the bull nosing, all right, I took one of these here, then I just measured back 1/2 inch, whatever I needed to go here on this edge of that cabinet. Then I brought the bullnose edge to the outer edge of the tile. And that's how I did that. But I also show you that in that video, all right? And there's these bullnose pieces here going up the wall. Okay, so there's the glass. Okay, that's the shampoo shelf is drying. The shower's going to get changed. Head's going to get changed to a handheld. Okay. So there's pretty much the finished product. I've got to put some glass anti-hard water on this glass so that I don't get the soap scum and hard water build up on the glass. So that I've got to go over the glass. That's next. And after I do that one, this is good to go. Now, we can also show you the shower seat here. Okay. Here's this huge shower seat. All right. Now, you can see I rounded this. Okay. All the way square. There's storage for shampoo, conditioners, body wash, etc. This is a one-of-a-kind seat as well. This is built in with 2x4s, and I coated them with roofing tar. That's old school roofing tar. Seals it up, makes them waterproof. And that's not something people are even talking about today, but you can take a paint roller, and thin down your roofing tar with lacquer thinner, paint thinner, thin it down. Gasoline even works to thin your roofing tar down. We're talking old school here. And you just roll your 2x4s. Roll the ends after you cut them. Let it dry. And put it together. Then where your nails are, your screws are, go over it with your roofing tar. Seals it all up. You're golden. All right, so this is the end of this live stream. I thought I'd show this. I'll be doing an update on this. Okay, once this dries, I'm going to go over it again. That's going to have to get covered because that looks like a mess at the moment. That end doesn't look too bad. That's not looking very good, but then once it's solid, it'll look nice. As well as the bottom. I get more buildup. That's not looking too bad now, but I get more on there. It'll be all right. So, okay. I'm out of here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Whether you're here once a month, once every 6 months, subscribe. Look forward to getting to know you, your channel. If you don't have a channel, please leave me a comment. Now, if you don't know where the comments are at the bottom. You got the videos here on your screen. Scroll down to the bottom. And if you're on your phone, just if you scroll up, it'll pull the bottom up. Okay? If you're on your computer, pull it up. It'll pull, and then you'll be in the comments. The comments will come up. All right. Now, if you don't know how to subscribe, it says subscription in red. It's in red to get your attention. You tap on it or you click on it with your mouse with your little arrow. You hover over where it says subscribe and you click it. You'll get a bell. If you tap the bell with your finger on your phone or if on your mouse, your little arrow pointer, you go there and you click on the bell, you'll ring the bell, meaning you'll get these parentheses around it and you'll get the notifications every time I upload something. So for what it's worth, I look forward to hearing from you. And if you're new, first timer, if you're just looking for information and you're surfing YouTube, please leave me a comment. You know, tell me you think I'm full of it, or you think it's nice, or you think I have a good idea, or something. You know, dude, it's ugly. I don't care. You can't hurt my feelings. Leave a comment. Long as you call me for dinner, right? All right. So we'll catch you on the next one. Take care. God bless. Keep looking up. Bye for now. And never give up. Because there's always a way. Always. Bye for now. God bless. Bye.